Just hear the sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting, tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. The festive spirit is in the atmosphere, and those who love it have formed to its intoxicating grasp. Hello, everyone. I am Rollerblade, and welcome to my Wonderland. I hope you all Wonderlandians have been doing well. I myself have been pretty well, but pretty busy as well. Which means I was hoping to get this video out a bit earlier, but nevertheless it is here now. And I hope you're not sick of Sakura, because if so, then I guess you're rather stuck. As you slam the door out to exit, goodbye. Okay, so as you would have seen in the thumbnail, one of the figures I was anticipated to unbox this year, and of course I had to wait for my Sakura trees to come out, so I believe I got this in April and had it in a box until I could shoot it, of course, with my beautiful Sakura trees. And it is the Piapro characters Hatsune Miku 1/7 scale Sakura fairy version by Spiritale Wing. And I bought this from Anime Works for the hefty price of 450 AUD dollars. So I did wait to the last minute to pre-order this, and this was the cheapest that I could find to get it in Australia, including shipping. Shipping was a bit of an interesting one when I was looking at pre-ordering this last year. But I, in the end, thought, regardless, I'm just going to bite the bullet and get it, because if I do miss out on this figure, which I thought looked very beautifully promising, I'd probably regret it. So, and for my Sakura Miku shrine, and just to know what it's going to be like for the first ever Sakura Miku scale, and being that price, goddamn, I hope this is good. So, got her out of the box. They packaged it really well. They put cardboard on the top so you don't cut that open, especially with your little katanas. So, here she is, and I adore the box. And look at the artwork on the side. I think the most obvious thing is how she's got her hair, pigtails, and they're kind of like cat's ears. I won't lie, the little details they made of them a bit higher. And I do appreciate that the box is covered in like thin plastic to stop it from scratching. Not that I would worry about that too much, but as you're opening it up, it is lovely to see a nice clear packaging. And though it's pretty rare that I pick up figures in a store, but seeing this in a store would look amazing, considering a lot of anime boxes are going for no windows now. So this is a very fresh design. Now getting a 360 of it, and it is just stunning, and it looks packed well in there. Even with its thin walls, I think it's probably tightly, securely packaged in here. I haven't, though. I could imagine like any box it could be crushed, but it looks very well protected and packed. And oh, it just keeps going around to that art design. It looks absolutely stunning. I'm just too keen to open this up. And you have the little fine details like the cherry blossoms around it, the white and pink little sparkles, or it looks like almost little snow silhouettes, like little particles. And of course you've got the brands on the back and the title on the front. Oh, and another close up of the artwork. And of course I had to show the top as well. Very nice and clean. Let's crack this Sakura fairy out of the box. And it opened up pretty well. And sliding right out. And can we just take a second to admire this beautiful background there? Oh, man, that would look so beautiful on the back of my Sakura Miku shrine. Ooh, potential ideas in the working. We'll see. Although, I don't see why they had to put the instructions in this extra piece of plastic though. It may seem, I guess, potentially fancy, but it was just stuck to the back. I'm very surprised I didn't rip this, to be honest. Cut the video there, no one will ever know. Now let's just get her out of this plastic prison. Oh, I bet she's dying to get out of the box. You will be the queen, hopefully, of my collection. So, let's crack you open. So I thought the best way to execute this, of course, is to get the base out first. So I carefully took the plastic off, and it is actually underneath her. So after getting a good grasp, I thought I'd slightly lift her up. There is a little bit of plastic separating the two pieces, so I guess you don't have to worry about paint transfer too much, but they were awfully close, so you'd think, But the top plastic was a little bit in between both, so no fears there, hopefully. And look at this base. I do really love the idea of her being like the magnificent top flower of the sakura bush, and then you have all these other ones, even though they're quite larger, just to make the scale work a little bit more as far as a branch. And I do love that grass base too. Turning it over, and it's actually got screws securing it on the bottom. I haven't seen those since I've looked at my very old Shana figures, so very interesting. And of course the text of authenticity, copyright, pulling the star out. Oh, I'm already in love with her hair. You know how much I love just dynamic, beautiful hair. And that pearlescent shine, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it, but it is just executed beautifully. Oh, and she's out of the box. Look at her. Oh my goodness. I love the base, but just looking at this figure, she is finished off. Just looking at it now, she is finished off so beautifully. Look at the sculpted curls, the gradient from her hair going from opaque to slightly clear is just stunning. Oh wow. And her sleeves, oh my goodness. And you can make her sit on your hand like that. She is so cute. Her sleeve is just the other thing. I just love the kind of the fabric brought up on her sleeve. Let's try to get a little close up of that. How gorgeous is that? I won't lie, when I first saw that, I was just brought to that sleeve because I'm like, that is so cute. I hope they finished that off very well. And look at it. It is so cute. I love the pull of the fabric too. Her face is just stunning. Look how cute it is. You got a grin. Her teeth are painted very well. And oh, her eyes, eye decals. The cherries were another thing I just love. Look, I love that they've added a little bit of light gradient on them, and you can barely see the seams as well. The leaves are just textured beautifully. I can't fault this figure at the moment. So looking at her shoes, and I know it looks like I'm looking at something else. I'm not. I just wanted to see how I'm going to connect it to the base. So she's got a big peg that's going to go on the bottom of her sole. And then you've also got her awesome stickers that are on her sleeves. The decals look very cool with that. And then also her belt. I do love that they've gone with this slightly light pink and dark pink. So a few of her designs just don't have it, and I don't know why. So that was a plus. Especially if you're paying this amount for the figure, you would hope they would try to put in every extra detail they could. And putting her on, which I believe I just lifted her on top and had her plait on her left hand side just go over, and then what you want to do is grab her leg and I guess put it in the peg, which I thought was easier said than done. It's not the worst thing I've put on, but it looks like I'm struggling, but I just wanted to line it up really well and not scratch underneath, which I didn't scratch underneath, but I felt like I was. So I did push it in. It didn't go fully in. There's like a little gap, so I figured here where I pull her up by the back of her, just under her knees, and then I pushed in her foot. That got her in pretty close to flush, so I do recommend that. And then also you can ensure not to scrape her as well. But she's on there and she sits pretty securely. It's quite a big joint, so that does probably add to it, and the fact she's sitting on it too, but that's about it. That's the only peg holding her in. I will say, I know her legs were a bit interesting as far as the sculpt. They look very long, but they're very true to the artwork, so even though they're kind of defying physics a little bit, I think my legs would feel a bit too strained, bent with that. But no, it works, and I can't complain. They've executed it very well from illustration to three-dimensional form. Now the stands. I'm like, I don't want to display them with the stands. I appreciate they're included, but I thought just to show you and also play around myself what they would be like displaying her with them. Oh, and one just fell over. So I do like the idea that they've included them. It's interesting that they have a flat surface instead of a hook, maybe to make it so it doesn't fall over, but even then I still think it's an interesting idea. I'm kind of thinking, what's the point, because they're barely touching. the supports, and her hair is very secure. I don't think I've had a Miku with the hair so secure onto her head. And see here with this one, the lowest part that you'd think this will go on is this part, which is like, okay, I kind of get that. So it's to stop drooping. And that was easy to knock over, as you saw before. But on the other side, it doesn't even touch, which I thought was a little bit funny. I'm like, do they expect for it to sink this low? Like, so, and you'd think maybe does it go further in? I cannot push this further in, so it doesn't go to the lower bit. Then I thought bring it to the front, but even then I'd have to have it on an angle. So, and I can't pull that lower bit onto it because that would be, it's very secure. See, pulling that is as much leeway as I have, and to go any further would probably break break the hairpiece, which is not what I want to do. I'm not meant to force the support pegs to work. So I think I might be safely able to display her without them. And I guess just like any leaning figure, if it does end up leaning, then you can just add it on later. But for now, yes, I will not be needing to use these, which I'm kind of glad about. But I guess it's a nice thought, but they've honestly manufactured this figure beautifully enough that I don't think you'll need them at all. It's so strong, so well put together. That being said, my one teeny weeny criticism would be this flower decal, which as you can see isn't exactly flush on the figure. And though you would think I could push it down, no I can't because the other side's stuck on, so it will forever have like a little gap in it. But I digress, it does not take away the beauty of this figure at all for me. Going on a different tangent for one memento, I really wanted to thank you all for your love and support. I can't tell you how happy I am with sharing this hobby with such sweet, genuine, like-minded people such as yourselves. Whenever I read your comments that you've enjoyed seeing my content, it just honestly makes my day. So thank you. And to show you my gratitude, as well as something special for the gift giving season, I am doing a giveaway. I will be giving away not only one, but 2 figures to 2 separate subscribers. As you know, I am obsessed with the Sakura Cherry Blossom color scheme, so the 2 figures I am giving away are actually 2 of my favorite Sakura themed crane game figures. And they are brand new as well, sealed. To enter the giveaway, you must be subscribed to my channel and leave in the comments a short sentence on why you love either Rem or Miku. The winners will be selected randomly. To get extra entries, follow my Instagram account and join my Discord server. I will be contacting the winners either through Instagram or Discord. I will announce the winners on the 25th of December, so good luck and thank you so much again. Now getting back to the Sakura delight at hand, here is an extra special showcase giving you a good look at the beautiful details of this epic figure. So there you have it, Miku's first scale, and might I say, what a debut. I absolutely love the figure if it isn't obvious. The hair, the clothing, I think it's been executed beautifully. Sure, my teeny wee criticisms, of course, is the one flower decal not being as flush as I would like to the sculpt, and the tree branches, even though they are stuck together very well, the seams I felt like could have been better placed so they're not as obvious, which they're not that obvious, but I couldn't help but be extra picky because of my critical eye. But apart from that, the figure is absolutely stunning, and though this is a hefty price figure, the quality does shine. The pearlescent finish in the paintwork and all the gradients just really add to this three-dimensional form of Miku. It's just stunning. The sculpt complements the paintwork, and the paintwork complements the sculpt. It is just stunning, and she is definitely the queen ruler over my Sakura Miku section, I must say. And it is a hefty price. I'm not sure if I'd say she is worth that exactly, but I'm definitely do not regret getting her at all, and even after seeing her out, I probably still would pay that amount for her. So in my mind, she is definitely worth it, and I just get so much joy looking at her. She's just, her color scheme, everything is it's just stunning. She's everything I would want in a Sakura scale figure. So here's to that. I love her so much, and I can't help but want more. Even though I have my Sakura shelf, well, let's say I could fill up a whole cabinet, well, 3 shelves at least, and it's exploding. Not that I need more, but I'm definitely has me excited for future Hatsune Miku Sakura figures. Anyway, that is it for today. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did. Be sure to take care, treat yourself, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Oh no, she has a little spider on her. It's so cute though. I tried to get it off, but he just ended up clawing up her legs. Oh dear. Just trying to blow him off. Oh gosh, that doesn't sound right. Include in your comment the word spider for an extra entry. Bye.